What's going on, everybody? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, put a number one in the chat. Put a number one in the chat. Ain't that what all the cool kids say when they do this? Okay. All right. There you go, Brandy. There's Brandy. Oh, Tracy, Sarah, MJ. Happy Hanukkah. What up, Grania, Nikki, Heidi? Tomfoolery. There you are. There go my girl, Ronnie. What's up, Ebony? Terry, Melanie, what's up? Spider Queen, there you go. There, my girl. Ronnie said, "Why are we saying one?" That's just to let me know that y'all can hear me. Uh-oh, here we go. Here we go. Where's my guy? Where's my guy? What's
Doing
up,
good. Okay.
handsome?
What's up?
Y'all, I hope everybody's doing well today. I hope everybody's doing wonderful. Scotty, how are you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. Just recovering from the holiday. How about you?
Man, I'm doing wonderful, man. My little baby kind of had me under the weather the past couple of days. She gave me one of those old-fashioned sneezes in the mouth.
Oh,
Yeah,
those are
yeah,
the best ones.
all soggy, everything, man. So my throat, and I was coughing. I was down for about a day or two, man. But I'm doing great now, man, for sure.
That's good. That's about everybody in our house, right? That's the holidays, right? Everybody gets together, everybody gets sick. We share that with each other, and then for the next week, we pretend we're okay.
Why not? Family, we're gonna jump right into today. Y'all already know what we're doing, y'all, for this first month of Scotty. Just I said first month. I said it like this gonna be a thing, Scotty.
Of course.
Well, as long as Scotty has time for us, y'all, Scotty is always welcome. But the way that we do it is Scotty does his readings, but until we get a hang of it, we just ask that everyone just, just let Scotty do his thing. And if you feel like Scotty is contacting or the messages for you, just hit mine, just say mine in the comment section. But we're just gonna let Scotty flow. And as we progress, we will be able to start chiming in on that, but just not these next couple weeks, y'all. We're still trying to get the hang of it within the Graveyard Shift family. And second
Yep.
message for the day, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see them. Y'all, our t-shirts are here. They're here. They're here. They're here. So everybody that ordered a t-shirt, they will be start getting packed tonight, and they're getting sent out all next week. So everyone that ordered a t-shirt, y'all, because I've been getting emails. Where my t-shirt at, Dalen? It's been 10 days. Y'all, I told you they were pre-ordered and I had to get them made. I just got them back today and I'm shipping them out all week. So, all right, y'all. That's enough of me chatting.
No, it's good. I'm glad everybody got some t-shirts. It's awesome. Oh, look at this. For I have to say, first off, again, always thanks to our guy Dalen here, your fearless shift leader, for sharing you all with me. So many of you have checked in over on my channel and have started consuming my content. I had been posting videos forever, and nobody seemed to care. And then you guys came along, and all of a sudden, my channel is doing very well. So thanks everybody who has been doing that. We have a new video up. I just put it up yesterday. I think there's a new video after this on your channel. Is there not?
Yes, I wasn't gonna say nothing, y'all, but this the last thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna shut up because I know y'all need
It's
something
okay.
to talk to
Tell
me.
him. Hype him up. Hype him up.
So me and Scotty did a video almost probably a month ago, and I just haven't posted it yet. I finally just edited it yesterday. Me and Scotty had the idea to bring in I do a spirit box, and then he follows behind me and do a Ouija board and his medium superpowerness. And we were trying to see if we would get the same messages without us talking to each other or us hearing each other's session. Y'all, I after we did it, we never talked about it. We never
Nope.
discussed it. You don't know what I heard. I didn't know what you heard. None of that. You still don't know.
I had
I
no idea.
I just edited the video yesterday. Y'all, You gotta watch this video that me and Scotty did, y'all. You're not gonna believe it. Y'all gonna think we BSing. I immediately text Scotty. I said, Scotty, bro, they're gonna think we're lying, bro. Like, there's no
That's
way.
nice to have it.
I think we're lying. like,
I think we're lying. We sending
like
each
this
other
is
right now.
crazy. So immediately after this video at 9 p.m., please stay on this channel, and a video with me and Scotty will be airing.
It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what happens. For everybody who's tuning in, what's up? My name is Scott. I'm a medium and a psychic. I do free spirit-led mediumship readings. I do it across social media now on YouTube and as well as TikTok. If you're new, it's nice to have you here. If you haven't yet, please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button on my side of the channel and show some love over there. I appreciate that. I'm not asking for any money or anything like that. All I ask is that you remain respectful and have a nice time. We're going to have a good time, connect with your loved ones on the other side. And I'm itching because I've only been doing ghost stuff. I haven't done any readings. I took a little break. So you guys are getting fresh, Scotty, which is really fun. So the first thing we do always is we got to put on 2 drops of peppermint oil right there. That's the Scotty the Medium brand, which is available somewhere. You can get it. Dalen's got his. 1, 2. Baby, that's the way it's done. Now, here's the next thing, all right? He's putting on like cologne. It's a good cologne. It smells like Christmas still. So we're gonna get rocking and rolling here, okay? For everybody who's watching, I close my eyes a lot. I apologize. I am an evidentiary medium, which means that the information that comes through should fit very specifically to your loved one. Like Dalen said, after we get the hang of this, after a couple of weeks of doing it, you'll understand how it really works and will really wow you. But for now, we're just gonna flow and let spirit talk, okay? So I'm going to let the first person come through. As they come through, they're going to bring me information about themselves. They'll tell me or show me what they look like, talk to me about how they passed, give me their name or important name to them, usually, and some specific information so you know it's your person. When you know it's your person, you just say mine in big capital letters down in the comments. All right, here we go. So the first person who's coming through is going to be a male. As I'm connecting with this gentleman, I feel as though I'm probably about 55 to 60 years old or so. This is a Spanish male or Latino male. He has short, black, shaved head, like short, black hair, shaved head. He has some gray in there, so it's not completely shaved. I can see a little bit of hair on the top, but it's a very close cut, and I see little patches of gray in it. He has a thin mustache. Edwin may be the name. What's interesting is I'm connecting with him. He's putting me like on a boat. I feel like he might have been like some sort of I want to say commercial fisherman, but it could be any kind of occupation that was around or on some sort of boat where he was constantly on the water. So to me, I feel the rocking of the boat. I'm looking, I can smell the sea air, and I just feel as though I'm on the ocean and I am participating in some sort of activity like fishing. But I feel like this is more than a hobby. I feel like this is something I do to make a living, okay? Okay, so as he's talking to me, he's talking very specifically about a blockage in the carotid artery, and this is what he passed away from. He said that he had a 100% block. That's what he showed me, 100%, and a block, and it cut off the blood flow to his brain, and this caused him to pass away. And it feels like it was rather quick. He may have passed away within a matter of minutes, and nobody was quite sure what was going on. And I feel like there's a group of men around him that tried to save him. So this happened either while he was at work or while he was out and away from family in the house. Okay. So if you know who that is so far, you can say mine. Again, it should match pretty specifically. I'll give you a little bit more of a description. I could see him. He's probably about 5'8", He's not very big, maybe 160 to 170 pounds. And I feel like this message is for a daughter specifically. Um, if there are other children, it could be, but if the daughter is watching, he is what he said to me. Don't feel so sad. And this is how he said it, kind of like, don't feel so sad, my daughter. And he said it just kind of like that. I don't know if English was his first language because of the way he said that, but it's very sincere and it's very heartfelt. So if you are missing your dad, named Ed or Edwin, it would be his name or somebody very important to him. He would have done some sort of specific job on a boat. It could have been fishing or something in that kind of um, job occupation. And then he would have passed away, and you would know. I think that an autopsy would have been done. And he's talking about having 100% blockage in his carotid artery, and this is what he passed away from. It's very important that you know that he is okay. He's crossed over. He's made his way over to the other side, or heaven, or however you might like to call it. And something that's interesting, also, and this is where getting specifics from the audience usually helps us when we do this on our side, is the person who this is for. If there's a couple people who think this might be for them, today or yesterday, in the last day or so, the person this message is for would have for some reason been handling a small pair of scissors and cutting, like, they look like those little nail clippers or cuticle scissors. They're very small, and he's holding them up, and he's like telling me that the person who this message is for would have just been using those or had them in their hand for some reason. Okay, so there you go. What do you mean he's okay? Says Robert. I mean that he's crossed over. He's fine. He's not stuck here. He's not in any trouble. He's not in any peril. He's not um, a ghost. He is crossed over and spiritually doing very well on the other side. So when I say somebody is okay, of course they are deceased. They're not physically okay with us here anymore, but they are spiritually okay, and that's what we mean by that. Okay, there you go.
Y'all, three things real quick. I'm gonna let Scotty get back to it. One, if you don't believe in what we're doing and you don't like it, you can leave, guys. Ain't nobody gonna be mad at y'all for leaving, but you ain't gotta sit up here and call what we doing out. You ain't gotta believe it, and that's cool. We have a family here that we enjoy what we do, and if you don't enjoy it, leave. It's that
Yeah,
simple, respectfully. Number two, uh, just because a message comes through and no one claims it, you got to realize not everyone watches these streams live. And literally, almost every time we have a session, I get an email about someone who watched the replay and they end up claiming the message. Number three, guys, everyone that purchased a t shirt, they are here today and they will start going out next week. So thank you. That's all I have to say. But most importantly, rule number one, if you don't like what we're doing, you ain't got to write it. You can just exit to the left. Back to you, Scotty.
nice, thanks. So I saw people are asking, can I read people out of the comments? So there's a reason why I do this, folks. I have a 8-month waiting list. I have literally had people waiting for me for reading personally for over 2.5 years, waiting to speak with me one on one. So that's why we do it this way, and I don't call people out of the comments, because then you are legitimately just skipping 2.5 years that you didn't have to wait. So I make it fair by letting your loved ones come and talk to me, and who's ever the loudest or the brightest or the craziest or however they want to come through, those are the people who get the message on this side. So there's a reason why I do it this way. So everybody knows it's got to be fair across the board, right? People have been waiting a very long time to hang out and chat with me about their loved ones. So cool. All right. Here we go. Let's keep on moving. And thanks everybody who is here to support us. If you haven't yet, I'm Scott. Please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button over here. That'd be fantastic. And we'll keep going. This is fun.
Hit that
I
like
love it.
button, y'all. We got 1,200 people in here. I need y'all to hit that like button. Hit it. And for y'all that like what we're doing, hit the like button on your way out. Appreciate it.
Don't forget to give it a little push off the side of a cliff. You could do that. You got it. All right, here we go. Oh, sometimes I get pets. So I'm just gonna have to say this. If you have like if you had a little black and white long haired. I think this is a Chihuahua. It's like a black and white long haired Chihuahua, and it had a funny name like Rocket. I think that's the name. Um, I just want to let you know that your dog is okay. I think it's a boy dog, and he would have probably lived to be about 12 years old. I can see that he was put to sleep. It's good. You made a good decision. There's a lot of pain in the back of his body and his hips and his lower back. And as much, I don't really speak with the animals like I do with the humans, but I can say that I can feel the gratefulness from that fur baby. So just so you know, if you had that little doggy, it's okay, and it's still with you. You might have even hung up its like a stocking or something for it this year still, for your little rocket. Okay, all right, back to the humans.
Someone said, could his name be Rocky?
It could be, yeah. Remember, names are one of the hardest things for me personally as a medium, so I get as close as I can to them. So Rocket, Rocky, Ricky, somewhere right in there, but the details will always be very, very specific. I always tell people on my channel I might get a shoe size before I get a name. It's very funny how it works. But I've been getting better. 2.5 years we've been practicing, so doing it live. All right. I see you. You can come forward. So there is a female stepping forward now. Shanna, like Shanna, could be Shannon, but it sounds like Shanna. It doesn't seem like there's an N on the end to me. So that's the name that I'm hearing. This woman is I'm gonna say she's right at 35 when she passed. Um, if not a little bit younger. Her birthday would have just passed. She's showing me birthday balloons. This is a white female. She has dirty blonde hair. Um, keep talking to me. Don't go anywhere. She's telling me that she was in very poor health. I think she may have had some sort of very aggressive, like I don't think it's cancer, but it could be. But I'm supposed to say autoimmune disease. Um, and what she's doing while she's talking to me and saying that is she's showing me that a lot of um, her teeth were missing when she passed. So this is either from the disease or from some sort of treatment. Okay. Um, I'm not seeing her as clearly as I like. I can see her blonde hair. She has a bit of a round face. She's making a point to talk to me about missing teeth. She might have light brown eyes, I think. They might be hazel. Um, and I want to say that she's cremated and that her, like very specifically within the last couple weeks, a photo of her was placed next to her urn, wherever that is. I feel like it's probably in somebody's home, placed at home. Okay. And then she's making me feel as though I should talk about taking her ashes and like spreading them at like college or a school or something. So that's very interesting to me. She's like showing me an urn, she's showing me the photograph of her and saying these things were put together recently. And then she's like making me feel like she should be taking a trip to have her ashes spread at like some sort of school. Is the best that I feel like I can see a football stadium, and it feels like a college of some sort. It could be high school, but it seems pretty big, so I'm going to say college. She says to her family, "Thank you very much for taking care of me." And she says, "I know it wasn't easy." She's saying that there are things that her family did for her that um, she couldn't have asked them to do, and they did, such as like home care, and taking care of her as the best they could, washing her, changing her, and those sorts of things as she progressively got more sick at such a young age. She says, "Whoa, my pen just got pushed across the desk." Okay, that was interesting. So she's saying thank you for that, and she wants you to just know that she's okay, and she does visit very often. So if you know who that person is, you can say mine down below and know that she is okay. All right. Looks like we had somebody down there saying that they know who this is. So yeah,
Thank you to everyone that's donating. And y'all, I got Chris on up out of here. I kicked his ass on about the chat. So I ain't gotta worry about whoever that was.
oh, so for everybody who wants to watch and likes to have a little bit of fun with people who come through and troll, on my channel we call them the smartest person in the room, and I always tell them there's 1,300 people watching right now, and out of all of those folks, you're the smartest person here. You're way too intelligent to be hanging out with us. You should definitely go somewhere else and watch something more intelligent and up to speed with who you are. And we just do that. And we're very kind and polite, and then we ask him to go
Yeah.
with the button.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen Scotty work too many times not to believe what he does. And after seeing the video that we filmed that's airing tonight, there's nothing that you can make me do to not believe in Scotty. So, like, if you don't enjoy what we're doing in this, that's totally fine. I'm not tripping. I promise you, it's okay. It's okay. We
Yeah,
still
yeah,
gonna shift. We still gonna do what we do. But we are giving Scotty a space to express his talent. And the majority loves what we're doing. So,
yeah.
yeah, thank you, Scotty.
I love what we're doing. This is so much fun. It's fun for me because we're dealing with a heavy subject. We get to connect people from the other side with us on this side, and we do it in a way that's respectful, and we can shine a little light for everybody. So that makes it more joyful, instead of being super sad about people's passing, which is usually how we feel when somebody goes. What's up, everybody? Nice to see you there. Nice chats over here, everybody. Thank you so much. It's nice to have everybody. You're wonderful. If any of my folks are here, just say hello. You can put a little SGC down there. And the graveyard shift, to all you folks, I got to say, I said at the beginning, I'm going to say it a million times. Thank you so much for coming on and support my channel. I appreciate it. We just put up a new video yesterday. Dalen's got a new video coming up on his side. And I give you guys a shout out at the end of my video, as I should, because you're all so wonderful. And I appreciate you coming over and hanging out with us. Okay. Boy, there's such a heavy one coming. I can feel it. My stomach's kind of sinking. Okay. Do me a favor, bud. Just slow down a little bit. I'm getting details, but I'm not getting everything. And I know you have some energy, so just come and talk to me and slow it down a little bit. There's a male who's coming through. He's fairly young, fairly 25, 20 to 25 or so. The name James or Jimmy would be a name that I would put with him. Um, there is a crash. I feel like I should talk about motorcycles. I don't know if it was a motorcycle crash, but there's a crash. It's a motor vehicle crash. I can see that, but he keeps showing me like a black and green motorcycle. And he's like, everyone begged me not to get it. Okay. And he's kind of laughing and he's like, but I did anyway, because that's who I am. He was kind of tall. He's about 6 feet tall, thin. I'll say I'm man enough to say he's a handsome man. He has short brown hair, brown eyes. He might have had like, I don't know, maybe like a beauty mark. I'll call it a beauty mark. I don't think men call it that, but it's like a little, maybe like a little beauty mark or something over here. Um, that he keeps showing me. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, this has got to be a motorcycle crash. He keeps talking about the chain breaking or something, which I don't. I'm a car guy. I don't know much about motorcycles, but he's talking about a chain breaking and this causing a wreck. Um, I'm listening to you, buddy. Go ahead. He's got the bet. Like I want this to be comforting. So for the message, this is for the person this is for. He's got the biggest smile, and he is the type of person that when he was somewhere, he was like the light of the house or the party. He was that person. He smiled, and people were very drawn to him, and he was very kind, and you could tell that he was. And it's important for his family to know that he is okay. He has made his journey home. And I feel like I should talk about him being with an uncle that passed. I see two men, him and somebody standing behind him that would have passed sometime in the same time that he did, probably within a year or two or so. And they're together. And I want to say that there is a woman who wears, it might be his mom or a sister, who's wearing a chain that he was wearing, either one that he wore all the time or one that he was wearing when he passed away. And he is aware of that, and he's saying thank you. And when you are wearing it, that he is close to you. Okay. And he sends his apology for not listening to everybody about getting the motorcycle. But again, he said it. He's laughed about it. He said, "I am who I am, and I was going to do whatever I wanted anyway." And he has this smile that you almost can't say no to. Um, he's very charming. So that is James or Jimmy, and he is a real nice guy. And I'm kind of sad that that's how he's coming through.
Okay, so I don't know. I don't want to claim it, but that I've been trying to hear from my boy James that died from a motorcycle accident. And for people that know, that watch the channel, I've done a spirit box session with him. He's the one where we think that his wife may have had some dealings with it. But yeah, yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if that's him, but that is somebody that I've been trying to contact, connect with for a long time. And the smile that lights up the room, all of that stuff was spot on, from the height, because he's a little bit taller than me and I'm 5'11". Uh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I don't know. I
So,
don't know.
so it, and I'm open and honest with everybody. I never looked into any of this stuff. I don't know. I'm just listening to the other side. I have nothing to gain by making anything up or doing any background checks or any stuff like that. As a matter of fact, that would kill my credibility, so I would never do it. If this is your friend, do you know that he have some sort of special chain that he would wear? Like I see you have a couple. I have one that I almost always have on. It means something.
Yeah, yeah.
But
He for
he's
sure.
making.
He I don't remember what the necklace was, but he for sure always wore a necklace, for sure. 100% for sure.
And you know, did he have like a sister or somebody that
He
you
has a
think?
sister.
Yeah.
He has a
So,
sister.
because that's what he makes me feel like. And then, do you know, like, did he have an uncle or a dad or somebody who passed away within the same time frame almost?
So the thing is, I didn't find out he died until almost a year after he passed away.
That's sad.
Because when I moved from California, we kind of lost track. And
Okay.
a friend of ours contacted me. And all of us didn't find out because the woman he was with kind of took him away from his friends and his family. And the friends didn't find out until almost a year later. So I'm not sure if someone else in his family passed away around that same time, but
Okay.
everything else you said has been yeah.
Okay. So he's made his journey home. Like I said, he's with a family member or relative or somebody that brought him home basically, and he's there. Um, and his message is just that he is okay. Um, and for those folks that were in his life that didn't want him to have the motorcycle, he's still not making me feel as though he regrets it. He's like, I still loved it. It was still a part of my life. And there's something about the chain breaking. Again, if there's any people out there who know stuff about motorcycles, I have friends who know about motorcycles. When we're done, I'll probably shoot him a message and ask him if that could cause a catastrophic wreck, and we'll see. But that's what he's talking about. So he's good. Um,
And I believe you because that was just a random video that I did on my page. You would have had to have looked through hundreds of videos to have found that video
and
to
I
even pull
promise
that
you,
out.
I do not got time for that.
Yeah, for sure, for sure, for
What
sure,
is
for
he
sure.
doing? What is he doing? I asked him to show me something more specific that I could talk to you about. Um, so yeah, this is kind of a tough one. In your house, do you have this is I think holiday related. Do you have a like a I don't know how to explain this. It's not paper mache, but it's like tissue wrapping paper that is made into like a Christmas tree or something?
Uh,
It's very childlike. It looks like a Christmas tree to me. It's kind of pointy, and it's like somebody took paper and glued it down and made like some sort of ornament or some sort of tree out of it. And I asked him to talk to me about like something specific nobody could know, and he's
uh,
talking to me about this.
no, but on my refrigerator, Axel at school drew a Christmas tree, and she has her picture stuck as like an ornament
Okay,
on the tree on our refrigerator.
okay. So
Yes.
that's you've never shown me your refrigerator. I've
No,
never been to your
I have
house.
no
It's just
reason to show
something
you
that
my
he
refrigerator.
This is just a way for him, and he showed me it was like arts and crafts. We all have, if you're celebrating Christmas, you have a tree up, but we don't all have something like that specifically in our house. So
Yeah,
he's been to your house, he's visited. He can see that specifically, and that's how he's letting you know that he's around and that this message is for you. Okay,
for sure,
that's
for
and
sure.
that's very important. So that's when I tell people how the readings work. That's how it normally goes, and then you can specifically know that it's your person. They'll talk about something I could Google until I was blue in the face, and I'd never know about that arts and crafts thing that's hanging on your refrigerator that he would want to talk
Yeah,
about. So,
yeah, 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 yeah.
all right.
All right, man, get off me, man. Go to somebody else, man. I
Sorry,
don't want to.
I
I
had
don't want
you
to.
know what
Yeah,
you this is how it works, man. When people want their loved ones to come through, this is what's going to happen, and it's the way that happens. It doesn't matter. It's for Dalen. It's for anybody in the comments, but this one seems to be for you, so that's perfect. So just know that your friend's okay, and he loves you, and he misses you, and he's watching out for you. He
mhm,
is definitely somebody who I feel like is a beacon of um, hope and trust and perseverance and pushing forward and having all your dreams come true.
sure.
Some might call him a guide if you're into that thing. So there you go, everybody. How's everybody doing? My name is Scott again, medium and a psychic. We're doing free spirit led mediumship readings right here for all the graveyard shift crew. It's nice to have all of you here. Um, if you haven't yet, please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button on my side of the screen. That would be lovely. Remember, if anybody any way contacts you and is saying that they're me, they're not me. I don't contact anybody for readings. Like I said, I have about an 8 month wait for personal readings. So that list has been closed and it will be for a little while longer. So if anybody's trying to get money from you, it's not me. I promise. I don't have the time. So just so you all know that, okay? And Dalen, you got something else coming up? I'm gonna take a little sip of soda. And you got
Yeah,
something coming up for these folks?
yeah, yeah. Y'all stay tuned because at 9 o'clock we have a video of me and Scotty doing some pretty interesting things in the Shanley Hotel. Y'all, Spirit Box versus the Ouija board. I know a lot of people don't mess with the Ouija board. I personally don't mess with the Ouija board, but we thought it would be interesting to put it to the test. And you will be surprised the results that the spirit box and the Ouija board got together. And everyone
Yeah,
that bought a t-shirt, y'all, the t-shirts are going out this week. I literally just picked them up. You see the boxes on the floor, the t-shirts are over there. They're here. They're here. We are shipping them out this week, y'all. So please hit that like button and please subscribe to Scotty's page if you haven't already done so.
thank
We
you.
got 700, I mean 1,700 people in the chat, y'all. Let's go.
My goodness. Yeah, if you haven't yet, make sure you hit that share button. Let your friends know across Facebook, Instagram, and of course YouTube what we're doing here live on a beautiful Friday night. And we'll get into the next one. Here we go. Get out of here. Somebody funny that was saying something. I'll talk to you about it offline. Um, okay. Interesting. Okay. So there is I believe the name Maggie. I guess that's short for Margaret or a nickname for Margaret. So Maggie or Margaret. Um, she's a little bit older. She's probably about 75 to 80 years old. Um, White female. She has I call this, no offense to anybody. The grandma haircut. It's short gray hair. It's very plainly cut. She's telling me about some very regular sort of ailments at that age. She's talking about having AFib, which is a heart thing, um, high blood pressure, and basically bad like diabetes. Although she's not heavy at all, so this is the one that you can get when you're not heavy. You just have diabetes. But I don't know which one that is. Not a doctor, folks. Um, So as she's talking to me, I can see she's about 5'8". She's about 130 pounds or so. She's wearing a like cream colored top, like brown pants or slacks and flat shoes. Uh, so what's interesting about her that she stood out to me as she stepped forward was when you saw me waving my hand, it's because it's something that she would do very often. And this seems to have some sort of musical inclination to it. I don't know if she was a band teacher or if she taught music, piano, or played a lot of music, but she would talk with her hand a lot as though she was conducting music. And as I'm asking her about it, I feel like I am going to actively start to play the piano. So this is a big part of her life. Um, so music. I don't know that conductor is the right thing. I don't think she's like an orchestra conductor, but I feel like music teacher is important. Um, so we'll go with that. And as I'm asking her about her passing, um, she's like complications of all of the things that she was talking about. So heart issue, diabetic issue, and it feels like all of those things sort of caught up to her near the end of her life where she passed. So I will say she passed from complications, but basically from just getting older. Um, and becoming tired and just passing. So she had a very peaceful passing. And then as she is talking to me, there is something very specific. She has ladies might know this, some of you gentlemen might. There's like a this is for hanging jewelry on. It's not a jewelry box, but it's like it almost looks like a crucifix, but it's she's hanging jewelry on it. So it might just be a T, or it might just be like a long thing with a post on it. And she would have put all of her bracelets or hoopy earrings and all this other stuff would have been on there. And it's something that she's making me feel like after she passed, people were coming and like taking things, and it was okay. Like this was like something the family did so that people would have something to remember her by. And it was not very valuable jewelry. It feels just like costume jewelry, or maybe there's some like little things that people had given her over the years that she bought for herself, and everybody's sort of getting one or a piece of that. And she's saying this is what she would have wanted. It was something nice the family did. It was a nice way for um, everybody to have something from her. And then there's something about the paperwork after she passed. She's like talking about her family having a lot of patience and going through a lot of paperwork. Normally, that means that somebody in the family took over and was the executor of a will. And she is saying thank you for having patience and dealing with all of that stuff after I passed. She's making it seem like it was a big deal. So she might have left behind property or money or some other things that was difficult to sort through as far as the law and legalities and stuff. So she's saying thank you for doing that. And I know that sounds like kind of like strange, but this is the kind of stuff that people appreciate after they're gone. And I see it quite often. So she's doing that for me now. So if you know who this young lady is, young, she's 75 to 80 years old, Maggie or Margaret, I just want to let you know that she's doing just fine. And she says, thank you for letting everybody take something from my house or from this jewelry spot. It means something to her.
Stormy says, could the name be Margarita?
Yeah, sure. Yep. Again, my names are not always 100%. I get as close as I can with hearing them. It's just like if if somebody on the other side was holding up a pen, I would describe a pen as best I could. But if I described a pen with black ink, it might be blue, and I could just be off a little bit. But it's like looking through something you can't really see. It's an interesting thing. So I hope that that connects with somebody here. She is really nice. Wow, my mom dreams of my grandma. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, that's definitely possible. Our loved ones come through all the time for us. For anybody who has had it, I'll just segue to this because I read that. For all of you folks who have had dreams where your loved ones who had passed came, and when you woke up from the dream, you felt like they were there in the room from you, with you. We call that a visitation dream, and it is the most pure form of mediumship that any human being can experience. It's literally they are there with you, and when you're asleep, it's the best time for them to talk with you and get your attention. And when you wake up and maybe you could smell them still, or you feel like you could have reached out and hugged them, or you woke up and you feel like you lost them all over again, they're not trying to bring discomfort. They want to let you know that they're okay and they're doing their best to um, energetically be with you. And it's one of the best gifts that you could ever receive, in my opinion, as somebody who lost somebody. So just for those folks who are dreaming about your loved ones, that's what that is, and it's really special. Yeah.
Again, y'all, thank you for everyone that purchased the t-shirt. They will go out next week for sure. I'm starting to pack them tonight. And again, for those in the comment section saying what we're doing is BS and all of that, listen, man, you ain't got to walk inside of McDonald's and tell everybody you don't like French fries. You ain't got to. You just ain't got to go in there. Like, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You ain't got to let people know you don't believe in it. It's okay because we don't care. To be honest, we don't. Allow us to do what we're doing and just move on.
Yeah. So yeah, for those folks, you can hang out. Just be respectful. I mean, you don't have
That's
like
it.
Dalen said. You don't. I definitely don't walk into the fish restaurant near my house and be like, I hate fish, man. It's disgusting. I'm not gonna eat this stuff. Like that's rude. That's not nice. I wouldn't do that. It doesn't serve any purpose. So I hope everybody's enjoying this. It's nice to have everybody here. Thanks to your fearless shift leader for bringing me on and introducing me to so many amazing people. If you haven't yet, please do me a favor. I'm not asking for any money or anything like that. The only thing I ask is subscribe to my channel and watch some of the videos. I think you're going to enjoy some of the content that I'm bringing you. It's a little bit not similar but familiar as Dalen's content. So if you like the stuff that he's bringing to you with all the celebrity headstones and all the cool resting communities that he's going to and all those things, I think you're going to find a very familiar feeling with my videos because that's what we like to do. We like to connect with those people on the other side and give people a voice who may not have a voice anymore. And it's up to folks like Dalen and myself to go and connect with them and bring their love, their message, and all that stuff across for everybody to hear and give them a nice loud voices. And I'll have to tell you all for the video that I just put out yesterday. I put it out. This house has been standing in my town for 150 years or so. Nobody's ever done a video on it, and it's been calling to me. And within 24 hours of posting a video about this, I have had a flood of text messages from people being like, I know who owns this place. You are so dead on with the stuff you're talking about. The responses are sick. Like, we're going to do a second part to the video because there's so much that I didn't know that we hit on. And people are like, we got to get together and show everybody what you picked up on. It's crazy. So it's really going to be fun. So make sure you're there for that. It's a good time.
Thank you, Anita. I respect that. Anita was like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little skeptic, but I'm gonna sit here and watch. That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. I appreciate you taking the time and spending it with us.
So, and not that this bolsters or makes anything better, but so everybody knows, I didn't go looking for mediumship. I didn't like set out one day and be like, I'm going to be a medium. It found me. And I tried to disprove it for a very long time. I sat with strangers and did readings in Starbucks and was just like, let me sit down with you. If the worst thing that happens is I bought you a cup of coffee and wasted your time. And after a very long time of doing things like that, people were like, you're serious. This is like a real thing. Um, and also, just so you know, I have a lot of professional credibility to lose as well. Because not only do I do this, but I'm also in law enforcement. So I have two jobs that it is imperative that I am truthful about everything I'm doing. And I only want to bring the truth as it is true to me to everybody else. Okay. All right. Thanks everybody who send those gifts. Thank you very much. Helps Dalen so much. And that is definitely important because he's dedicating a lot of his time to bring you this really great entertainment and a lot of you now really heartfelt messages. So hopefully we'll get Dalen on the mediumship train pretty soon. He'll do a little training with me and we'll get him going. I see it in the future, my good man.
Y'all, my family knows, my graveyard ship family knows I'm the last person that needs to be a medium, y'all. I don't need to be seeing and talking to nobody on the other side that
That's
frequently.
not true.
Oh, yeah.
It's good. It's good. It's good because you could bring up a whole new audience of people on the other side who may not want to talk to me and they want to talk to you. And they will say, I'll talk to Dalen before I talk to Scott. So the more people we have to connect with us, the better. It's always one more is always better. There's no gatekeeping in the mediumship game. I like to have everybody on board. Okay, here we go. Okay. This one is going to be a little bit sad. It's not going to be much to write. There's an infant coming forward. Infants don't communicate quite the same way as adults. They didn't have much life experience to speak about to bring me details of their passing. This is a little little baby, probably under a year old. The name Jackie is important. I think this is a young female. There's a lot of pink around her. She passed away from respiratory. I'm call in my regular job. We would call this respiratory distress. Um, she had a lot of respiratory distress. She got very sick and passed very quickly. The way that this child is making me feel is that um, mom and dad, or mom, or whoever's in charge of her, may have felt that she was okay. Maybe she was sent home from the doctors. And then as she is showing me that she passes, she was brought to be it's either emergency services were called or she was brought to the hospital in emergency because I can see that she has a little pediatric face mask on where they were trying to revive her. I feel like emergent revival, not like trying to keep alive, but like bring back. And unfortunately, she had already been too far crossed over. Um, and with her, I believe this is going to be mom got a small angel wing tattoo for this baby and possibly her name is with the inside the wings or something. She's showing me the angel wings, and then I feel like there's some cursive writing inside of it, and this is a tattoo that would probably be up on the shoulder area, and this is for that baby that passed. So that's Jackie. It's that infant, under a year old, white female child, and she's filling my lungs up full of like stuff and telling me that basically telling me or making me feel that she passed away from respiratory distress and not being able to breathe. Rescue efforts were unsuccessful and she passes. It's important that her family knows that she is okay. She's crossed over, and I don't want to make this too in depth or sad for anyone, but I just want to say that that child if the family decides to have more children, that this child is going to come back to them. So if they decide to have another baby, or if they're trying to have another baby, this child is going to come back, and says like, I'm ready again, and we can do this. So that is the child. Heavy one.
For sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
So if anybody belongs to that baby, I just want to let you know she's okay.
So
Yeah.
Nikki says mine. The tattoo was in the middle of my back and had a son 2 years later.
Oh, awesome. So not awesome that somebody passed. That's terrible. But and then you had a son. So it's interesting that if you um believe that's your child, that if she's saying come back like that, that either she came back as your son, or if you're gonna have any more children, that she is ready to. I can't confirm that, but that is how she's showing me. I have a little symbol for when people are telling me they're gonna reincarnate or come back soon. And that's what she gives me. So it's interesting that you have that tattoo as well. It's very much appreciated. And people ask me, this is an interesting question we get all the time on my channel. If somebody's reincarnated, can they still talk to you? So I believe that you can send pieces of your soul back, and it doesn't always have to be the entire same exact soul, because that's not exactly the way that we feel like it worked. I once did a reading for a woman, and her mom was coming through and talking to me. It's a one-on-one reading, and this woman's mom is japping me up, and she's like, also tell my daughter that the reason why she feels like she's raising me her as her daughter is because I sent a part of me back with her daughter. And the lady started cracking up. She said, oh my God, since the day this baby was born, I feel like I've been raising my own mother. And I said, that's why, because your mom sent a piece of her back with your child. And now you're raising her, essentially kind of raising your mom.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was really interesting. And I love that.
Teo, we're doing it this way. The Teo asked, they believe in readings, but why are we doing it? And no one's like, we're not acknowledging people that's claiming it to give them further messages. We're
Yep.
not doing that now because the first day we tried that, and too many people was chiming in at one time, and we were wasting a lot of time trying to sift through the messages. So we stated for the next few weeks, we're just getting acclimated to Scotty and his readings. So he's giving out messages now. And if the message is for you, then you can claim it. And yeah, that's just how we chose to move for the next few weeks.
And I promise you that once you all are more acclimated, and once I start doing it on my own YouTube channel and moving forward in the same way, we'll have our moderators that are used to doing this stuff. We pin comments when you say mine, and I will pinpoint you and give you very specific information, so that you know that I'm definitely connecting to your loved one once you claim them. It's very important for me to do that. So right now, again, we're just getting you all used to this. I don't know that there's a lot of mediums that do this way, and I just found for the last 2.5 years of doing it on TikTok that it has worked wonderfully. We have 365,000 or more than that now subscribers on TikTok. I'm the most subscribed to medium on TikTok, so I've been very successful. People have been very into the messages that I give, and they understand that I am extremely authentic. And if you go look me up, I promise you that there are reviews from a very long time ago, on my Google business. I'm a legitimate businessman. I have, been doing this a long time before social media came along and kind of helped me grow into everything we're doing now. So if you don't believe, you can go read the tons of reviews that people have left for me, and see that this is the way I've always done it. I've always connected the same way, and it's very authentic, and it's something I love doing. I don't have to do this. I love doing it. It makes my heart happy. So that's really important. That's why I like doing it for free. It makes me even more happy that I don't have to ask anybody for money, because that's always the grimy feeling of the business. Like, oh, well, I kind of need to get paid, but we all need to get paid for our jobs, right? But this one is very special to me. So the fact that I still can get paid by people who've been waiting in line and still do it for free and deliver amazing messages, it makes me feel very good inside, and I love it. So that's just a little bit about me, so you guys can get to know me a little bit. And I'm also very silly and goofy. I like to have a good time. I like to sing and dance on my channel, do all kinds of silly stuff in between readings. So I hope you like that, because when we start doing them live for ourselves and all that good stuff, you're gonna see it, and you're like, this guy's entertaining. At least I hope that's what you say.
All right, family, don't
All right.
forget, in 6 minutes, we have a brand new shift starting. So all you have to do is stay logged in on this video right now, and in 6 minutes, it's going to start. Scotty, do we have time for one more reading?
Yeah, I could do another one. We'll see who else. You have a bajillion people on the other side just waiting to chime in. So we'll see if I can get somebody to come in who wants to talk kind of fast. Um, Again, the only thing I am asking of everybody while my eyes are closed, please do me a favor, just subscribe to my channel and watch at least the last video after you watch Dalen's video because I can't wait. I'm going to be watching it. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be very interesting. All right,
Scotty's
here we
channel is Scotty the Medium. One of my mods, can
got
you
it.
please write that in the chat at Scotty the Medium?
Thanks, mods. Appreciate you. Oh my goodness. Okay, here's a character. Lou or Lewis. He's approximately 70 years old when he passes. He's very funny. I could see him cracking, making uncle jokes. Best way I could put it, uncle jokes. Um, he is tan skin. He's balding on top, long hair in the back, kind of like a mullet with no hair on the top. Many tattoos. And he's talking about being in the joint, as he's putting it. So he's been to prison. And he's like, nothing bad. As he put it, not when criminals tell you they didn't do anything bad, but they were in prison. That's hilarious. Um, he's like, come on, you get it. And I was like, I do get it. Feels like some robbery. If I have to put something on it, he didn't hurt anybody, just some robbery. As he put, he's very funny. He's definitely a charismatic person. So, go ahead. What do you got for me, pal? He had a heart attack. Straight up, he's like, heart attack. Too much drugs, alcohol, and ladies. And he said they'll all get you at the end. What he's making me want to talk about briefly is, again, this is somebody who is admittedly, didn't live the wholesome life that we're told that we all have to live in order to get to heaven or the other side or all that stuff. And he's there. He's fine. He's like, I'm in the light. I said I was sorry, and I did my best towards the end of my life to be a good person, and I ended up here. Um, I don't know that his mom is still alive, but there's definitely a woman that he is saying thank you to, and he's saying thank you for letting me live with you, and thank you for taking care of me. Thank you for giving me a place to be in a home and helping me be the best person I could be at the end. So this might be a sister. It's somebody who feels like a very mom energy to me, but I don't think it's his mom. I think it's like a sister or like just a woman in general that really took him in and really helped him be the best version of himself. He said that he had a straight job at the end, working some sort of retail, and he was very happy to have that. Um, again, this guy, he's just very funny, very charismatic, and his message is just thank you for letting me be with you and you taking care of me, and I appreciate that. And because of all the good that you did in my life, I was able to be a better person, and I've ended up here in the good side or heaven or however anybody wants to refer to that. And he has all these tattoos. He keeps showing off some tattoos on his knuckles or something. I'm not sure what it says, but if this is your person, you'll know he had something very specific written across his knuckles. And he wasn't a mean guy, but he looked like one. Like if you met him, you'd be like, oh, okay. But he's actually, once you got to know him, a very nice guy. And that is Lou or Lewis. It's a good man.
Okay,
There you
okay.
go.
If any of those messages resonate with you, y'all, I hope tonight was special. I got some conversations I need to have once we end with my boy James to see if that was him that came through, man. I might go outside and open up my spirit box and see if he can talk through that. Uh, yeah, Scotty, bro, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate your time as always, y'all. We would do this once a week until Scotty gets tired of us. So we appreciate y'all. Please subscribe to Scotty. And literally, if you stay on this video in the next 30 to 45 seconds, y'all, a new episode of the Graveyard Shift will air. We're doing a spirit box and we're doing the Ouija board with Scotty, y'all, to see if the two messages can coincide. So we're about to log out. Love, love, love. Thank you again, Scotty.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you very much. Everybody's so respectful and letting me be here. I appreciate you, Graveyard Ship. Thank you so much. Thanks, Dalen, for having me on. As always, I appreciate it. And I will see you next week. We'll do more of this.
All right, brother. All right,
All
family.
right.
Stay logged on, y'all. The new video starting now.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.